1975, you do know what happened with the nation, right?
I know my experience.
Okay, I'll tell you because you didn't say it. Okay, in 1975, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad passed in 1975, and then his son took over. But I'm not gonna get into that whole history there because when you said that, but let me finish. But let me finish because I'm not gonna even do that. And because I'm not gonna question you because you said one thing and I knew once I dropped that it would show some contradiction. But let me just say this in terms of self-reliance. But as far as self-reliance, let me just let me just point this out to you. When it comes to self-reliance, there's no way under the sun that what I've been able to accomplish is not from begging white people. It's from working. Yet I do realize that group dynamics and group economic power works. All groups of people have decided to do what they need to do. And you can't tell me that the Jewish community don't work together. There's no way. And they're right here in America, here in Chicago, in Skokie, and over by the they work together. And guess what? I praise them for that. They look out for each other. They support each other. And they make sure APEC and most of them, they stand up for them. They fight for them. And black people should fight for black people. That doesn't mean you anti-white or anti-this or anti-that, but you could be pro black and do for self and have self-reliance. You can build schools, you can build businesses, you can do mentoring, you can do whatever it is that it's going to take to change the reality of poverty, the reality of just waiting on a mystery God to feed you, to clothe you, to give you shelter. And that's why I said that's like a bank giving you a loan. You got to pay the loan back, but it gives you an opportunity to do what you need to do for that business. There's nothing wrong. That's not a handout. That's to get you an opportunity to do some things that will make a difference financially, economically for your people, for your community, for you personally. So I disagree. If we continue to sit around and wait on a government that's not going to change the way it operates in this capitalistic society, we'll never ever be able to catch up financially and economically. And I know for a fact there is a black white wealth gap in America. And even anybody that understands economics realizes that there is.
Let's land the plane.
Yeah, you're soapboxing, man. Right. I finished, George.
Gregory.
Gregory, are you finished?
Somebody take the mic.
Look, listen here, y'all. Look, I try not to put out a whole lot of personal information about myself, but I am a Jim Jones People's Temple survivor. I was in the Nation of Islam, and I'm telling you, all of this is bullshit. There is no such thing as race. There is no black community. There's only a place where a whole bunch of black people live. There is no such thing as a black person, a white person. Your boots are black. Paper is white. There are rich people and there are poor people. The poor people are not all going to get together and suddenly get rich. It's not going to happen. And what you just heard was the voice of the weak mind. The weak mind will not stand up and do it for himself. He needs a community. So they invent communities, the black community, the white community, the gay community. But the reality is, this is the United States of America. More people with brown skin came over here after slavery than was ever brought here as slaves, why would they do that? If this was a racist country, why would they do that? White people died in the Civil War to end slavery. White people were slaves too. White people were slaves too. Look, if you want to stand up, man up, raise your hand up, the United States is the land of opportunity. You work hard and make good decisions, and nothing can stop you from being a success. And that person was completely full of shit. Don't even listen to those people. Let them go eat their bean pie. Let them go read the final call, the newspaper. Let them get right the fuck out of your face, because you only live once. And you don't have any time for that bullshit. Race is a lie. There's only one race, the human race. I will land there.
Have you been to, let me think of some of the areas, Winnetka, Barrington, Highland Park, Skokie. I'ma stop there, even Buffalo Grove. You ever been in those areas?
I've been to Baltimore. I've been to DC.
I said Buffalo. No. I said those areas in Chicago.
I heard what you said. I heard what you said. I've been to Baltimore. I've been to Oakland. I've been to Frisco. I've been to Compton, Los Angeles. I've been to Germany, France, Japan.
Okay, sir.
Korea.
Thank you. You answered the question. It's segregated.
Dude, the world
Let me
is
finish.
segregated.
Let me finish. It's segregated.
No, wait a minute. You are finished.
But
Y'all have been
no,
running
sir.
bullshit for
So
decades.
can I finish my
For
point?
decades.
Look, I did not interrupt you. I asked you. No, okay, go ahead, sir.
Hang on. Thanks, Gregory. Appreciate it. Dominic, I can hear your breath, okay, getting anxious and torn up. Got to kind of suggest just take a breather for a second. You did say, you did have a word to be able to say, Speak Gregory is going to talk. Okay, just write down what you don't agree with. Speak Gregory, again, can you keep it short and succinct and on point? That would be great, thanks.
The reason I brought that up is because to unrealistically, or to tell yourself that false narrative. I'm thankful for what I've learned and been blessed in the Nation of Islam. It taught me a lot, and it continues to, how to eat to live. I wouldn't be who I am today had it not been for those teachings. The discipline, the family values, and the protection of your community, your women, and your children, raising a family. Much discipline. You could disagree whatever with philosophy or ideology, but the basic principles of doing for self and being motivated and self-reliance have made a huge difference in my life. And I have a productive life, a very prosperous life, and a pretty much peaceful life. And so at the end of the day, there's areas in Illinois that you can't live in. Yeah, I guess if you have a certain amount of money, yeah, you possibly could live there. But there's areas that I mentioned, not Oakland, not this one in Baltimore, all of those places here in Illinois, because we were talking about Illinois, you were here in Chicago, and I mentioned some white suburbs and asked you, were you familiar with them? Because if you go out in those suburbs, they lily white. And I know in the inner cities, they're somewhat, now a lot of gentrification is going on. But they used to be pretty much metropolitan areas, primarily black. But when you go to some of the suburbs like Harvey and Maywood, etc., but they're poor. They poor. Are they poor just because they want to be poor, sir?
Well, let me interject for a second. You had said something that was interesting. You were talking about how you learned about protecting women and children. What are your thoughts on Muhammad's, his gravitation towards
Raping children.
Yeah, you said it probably more articulate than I was going to put it. I was going to soft pedal it and say that he liked them young, right?
Raping children.
But you want me to answer that? Were you wanted? So no, sir. He asked me a question, and let me answer. I met the wives of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I met the children. I was just with one of them. Beautiful women, beautiful children. Never raped, not one. Those women, you could hear them speak for themselves. Hold on.
It was my turn.
Let me finish.
But
sir,
you took my turn. You took my turn. They told me to let you speak, and then it was going to be my turn, and you just took my turn. Give me my turn. No, let's be real about this. Islam is not compatible with American values. Yes, the Prophet Muhammad raped children. Yes, Islam enslaved black folks. Yes. Today, you can buy a black man for $400 in Libya. Yes. We don't need this person to run off at the mouth. We don't need this person to soapbox us. Islam is not compatible with American values. And because of Islam delivering slavery worldwide, there should be no black Muslims. So any black person who tells you that they're a Muslim, you're listening to the mind of a weak human being. I will land there.
So was it Muslims that was beating us in slavery?
Yes.
I'm speaking to the room, not to you.
Yes,
was it Muslim? But sir,
Dominic,
you have no.
Pause for a second. Okay, look. Speak, Gregory. I just want to say I'm not interrupting because I agree with your perspectives entirely at all. At the same time, Dominic, whilst you were speaking, everybody else was quiet. Please, again, so I think this is the third time I need to be able to call you up. Please remain on mute. If you disagree, that's fine. Write it down. And instead of being reactive, you might want to consider responding instead. Speak, Gregory, look, for what it's worth, I'm glad that you've had an experience that's provided you a lot of benefits in terms of being part of this nation of Islam, and that you may have learned some wonderful values. At the same time, I think it'd be remiss not to be able to mention that Louis Farrakhan has been accused of anti-Semitism multiple times throughout his tenure. He's referred to Judaism as a gutter religion. He's called Jews satanic. He's repeatedly made claims that are central to the slave trade, and they've been debunked numerous times. He has a book, a publication that came out called The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews. That was in 1991. Claims Jews were disproportionately involved in the slave trade, which was not true. And I can keep on going on. Is like being very incredibly misleading, deeply misleading, and anti-Semitic at times. His rhetoric echoes European style and anti-Semitism, which can go back to the Russian propaganda, which came out through the protocols of the elders of Zion. That can be traced back quite easily as well. He's demonized the ADL as well as civil rights. Anyway, look, I can go on and on about it, but regardless, I'm glad that you got some value out of your experience and keep on doing that.
Yeah, and so I was there when the minister spoke, never said the word gutter. And he was making a reference, so if you listen to that whole lecture, it was really after the attacks when Reverend Jackson was in New York, and he mentioned to Milton Coleman about going to Hymietown And at that point, and I mean right after that comment, the Jewish community, certain members of the Jewish community decided to attack Reverend Jackson to somewhat derail that run for president. And so the minister at that point had defended Reverend Jackson, and the minister was not referring to, he had Jewish people sit at the table.
Yeah.
But now if you run with a constant narrative propaganda where, because you have a different perspective, the minister have shown nothing but utmost respect to the Jewish community to have.
I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure that we don't get derailed, because this is not the essence of the conversation that we're having. I was just
Right. I just wanted to respond to that, and then I wanted to respond just quickly to the fact that there are black folks that the minister has absolutely. I'm going to use the word. Been critical about black preachers. The minister have been critical about. So to be critical of certain individuals or a certain group, not the whole Jewish race of people,
What in the fuck are you talking about?
So at the end of
Exactly. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't want to do this again. I really don't want to do this again. It's just getting boring. Dominic, please stop. Write it down.
Bro,
Yeah.
we need to pass the mic around. I'm not here to talk about the Nation of Islam.
Well, you know.
Man, hold on, Dominique, with all due respect, can you at least comment on the title of the...
It's changed, but I will. Muhammad,
Wow.
and you see this in Afghanistan, they rape kids. They're pedophiles. They're pedophiles. Straight out. They are pedophiles.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to do everything I can do to win this Republican congressional seat. And also,
how do you, what's your challenge?
what is the challenge of doing this?
Yeah.
He's got $10 million already, built up, and he's been in office 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah, his name is Darren LaHood. He lives in Peoria.
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
I want to run for mayor of Chicago one day.
I was in the subway once, and this kid comes up to me, and he goes, "Hi, my name is, Eric. I'm running for mayor." I'm like, "You're running for mayor?" He's like,
Get away.
He's like, "Yeah." He gave me his business card. Like, he worked at,
What?
where did he work at? He worked at that financial company. Anyways, I was just like, good luck, And this was when, I think it was when Johnson. I never even heard of Johnson. Johnson came out of nowhere.
I heard of him.
I had not heard of him. I had never
Well,
heard of
because
him.
I was so heavy on promoting Dallas, even though he was a Democrat as well, but most Republican I could find. I think I could win the mayor title in Chicago, to be honest.
I think Paul has like a trans son who presents as a girl.
Okay, then I hate him.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone that is that confused in their life.
It might not.
Pisses me
It
off.
might not be his kid. It might be like his sister's kid or something. But if you look her
I
up,
don't give a fuck.
yeah. But when I saw
We're
that,
not
I was
supporting
just
that.
like immediately upset. I'm just like, is there not one normal person that can run for office anywhere? Like,
I think I could win, to be honest. I really think I could. I know what the blacks want, I know what the Hispanics want, I know what the whites want, specifically. I don't really care about the gays. I don't care about the trans. I don't care about the illegals, because they'll be gone. By the time I run for mayor.
yeah.
I think you could run over me.
Um,
What's your biggest challenge on getting funding?
getting funding. I mean, it's the
You don't
corporate.
have any.
Yeah, the corporate donations are hard to get.
Vibrate AirPods or whatever they are, and if you touch them, they cut you off.
Oh, no worries.
Anyway, go back. The funding problem.
Yeah, getting nonprofit or corporate funding it's just a lot of work, and for going against a well-established incumbent. I mean, I don't know how generous they will be in giving me money, especially since I'm anti-vax.
You just have to go after companies that really care about saving Illinois.
Fucking Caterpillar. Like, I can barely think of any, like, I mean,
So I work for a snow company.
like Mountain Vale.
No, like they would support you, but oh god, it's gonna be really hard for you. I will help you. You know, when I was young, my dad was a Democrat, by the way. He made me get a job at 12, which is illegal. So I got an internship for Congressman Judy Biggert.
Mm-hmm.
She taught me a lot. And then my dad's like, where'd I go wrong? I go, you got me a job at 12. And I learned everything I needed to know, Dad.
I've heard my dad say the same thing to me. He's like, I never should have let you take that job.
Is your dad a Democrat?
No, he's a big MAGA Trumper.
Oh, good. Well, that's different than my dad. My dad's like, it's so stressful. It's heavy as a daughter. He switched the whole family but me. I'm like, well, Dad, you wanna have a good country, or do you wanna have like I remember him picking up like homeless people on the side of the road. Be like, Mom, help. Because they're divorced. That's just another story, but I'm like, Dad, you could get a lot of funding from construction workers. Or the companies that run them.
Well,
Do you need that much help?
he actually gets huge donations from like industrial.
So it's you, is it you or your dad?
Who's running?
Yeah.
It's me.
Okay. How much funding do you have?
I've got my own funds. I've solicited no
Dude,
one for any
insane.
money.
You're like me running for mayor. Alright. So you're not running.
I'm running. Believe me. Like I'm getting things set up and organized, and I have to get the ballots signed in August for the March primary.
Alright. What
and-
county?
It's a whole bunch of counties, and it's like 20 little cities. But the major cities are Rockford, Peoria, and Bloomington.
I don't know anyone in those cities.
Yeah, it's
I do know Chicago people. Because I was in media for years.
Yeah, this is MAGA Illinois territory. It's like 80% Republican.
Oh, I know. Like, you didn't have the city of Chicago, which it was 42% Republican, by the way, in the last vote.
Yeah.
So I think you have a better chance of being there.
Well, I ran for committeeman here in Chicago for the Republicans, and the Republicans spent $10,000 suing me to get me off the ballot.
Yeah. What are you fighting for?
Lower property taxes. I mean, to start.
Yeah.
Like, this
Pritzker
is crazy.
He did dig and die.
Who?
Pritzker?
Oh yeah, Pritzker sucks. He's big time.
I hope
He
he
really
literally
sucks.
gets killed in a accident or something. He's awful.
Well,
Obama is awful too.
yeah, I mean, listen,
Congress
everybody's
people,
gonna
most
crow.
people don't pay attention to that. You've got to make yourself known.
Oh, believe me, I'm doing a lot of things that are causing major problems for people, but I really actually need a secretary to try to like generate press releases.
I'm not going to be your secretary.
No, I'm not asking you to, but
Even though I'd be great at it.
I'm just saying that like creating constant media and content that gets like real distribution, not like your own, artificial
You need
social
to find
media.
someone that's in love with you that will do that social media for you.
Well, it's really just correspondence, because every time the incumbent is interviewed or a Democrat challenger is also interviewed, that news network is legally required to interview all candidates that request it. So,
Right. They don't post it.
yeah. It's just a lot of work. It's just like a nonstop
Interesting.
communication effort.
Why don't you just go for mayor of Chicago?
Well, when that opportunity arises, it's possible that I register with the Chicago Election Commission, but this is what I'm working on right now.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get like a lot of feedback. No one cares about the Congress people.
Well, this guy, in my opinion, he's not liked very much, and he's gone unchallenged his entire career, and he was actually appointed because Derek Shock, or whatever the fuck his name was, he got
Yeah,
removed
I
from
know.
Congress. So this guy is like an artificial candidate to begin with, and if you look at all the comments on X, they're just like, I fucking hate you, I hope, you go to hell. Like, it's crazy. People hate
Right,
this guy.
but what are you gonna do to separate yourself?
I mean, my
Make
big
America
my,
great
my
again.
big talking points is that this guy has created $18 trillion in debt over the course of his 10 years, and he also solicited and told all of his constituents to go get the vax. There's no way we can end the pandemic unless you get the vax. And
Are you back?
no, hell no,
Oh, good. Thank God.
no. I would rather get fired, and I would rather,
I got fired.
yeah. They didn't fire me because Trump rescinded it, but nonetheless, I was like, this is insane. This is like medical tyranny. How the fuck can you ask me to go get this shit injected to keep a job? I'm sitting here perfectly healthy. Like, you guys are fucking. I would still like to go back to those emails and get the names of the employees at
Yeah.
Treasury who transmitted all that shit, but
So you didn't get them.
it's just more work. It's all water under the bridge at this point. There's
You
a lot of
should make a
unhealthy
better
people.
campaign than the rest. My advice to you would be like, get on Twitch, get on like the ads on CTV, they're cheaper. But like, obviously get on Twitch. Do you know what that
I
is?
do have a Twitch account.
Video that-
I've live streamed I've live streamed a few things on Twitch, but I don't have a following there. I just have to keep
Yeah,
working.
you're
on
gonna
it.
need some help on that.
Yeah, I don't watch anything on Twitch, and I've only live streamed a
Nor
couple
do
times.
you think I watch Twitch.
I don't know. Maybe you fucking watch Twitch. I don't know. People watch
I
weird
don't.
stuff.
I don't. But I sold a shitload on Twitch. Like, I sold for ESPN a shitload of money on Twitch.
Hmm.
It was like, I don't know how to explain this to you, but that's very cool that you're running. Tell me your life story, and maybe I can back you.
From Chicago, went to high school in Skokie, college in Charleston, South Carolina, at the military.
You do it.
My dad is Jewish. My mother's Christian, so I'm
So you're Jewish.
I'm gorgeous. Or my mother's gorgeous. I'm a cashew. I'm.
That's so weird. Which one do you follow and what do you practice?
What do I what?
What do you practice?
I would say like Christian Jewish mysticism,
Okay.
meaning like
That's like a little bit hard to sell.
I would rather read a book than like go to church on a Sunday. That's just me.
I don't go to church, personally.
Yeah, I'm not involved in any
I'm gonna tell you a
organizations.
secret about me. I almost died in 2023. I didn't die, and then I found God.
How did you almost die?
You really want me to tell you?
Sure.
I don't want to tell you.
Okay, well you don't have to tell me. I mean,
It eliminates my credibility.
oh, it's one of those near-death experiences. I understand.
Yeah, I don't like to talk about it, but I found God throughout that experience in a crazy way. But anyway, back to you and your campaign.
How did you? So when you say you found God, like, what does that mean to you?
It means I had one surgery, I almost died, and then I had a second, and I was like laying on the bathroom floor, and I was like, "You're not fucking real." And he came to me.
It came to you.
And
God came to you.
It's gonna sound crazy, but he came to me.
He came.
Jesus
He
did.
came in you.
Jesus came to me.
Oh, okay.
It's weird. It's hard to explain to a Jewish person.
Oh no, I mean, I got baptized when I was in high school, so. Yeah, I mean.
You guys don't believe in Jesus.
No, I believe in Jesus. I mean, I like the New Testament, but I'm just saying that, I've read a lot of books, and
It's not about the books.
I think it is about the books.
The other day I was in an interview and they were like, "What book are you reading right now?" I was like, "The Bible." I didn't want that job, by the way. But that was a Jewish person on the interview, and I was like, "Can I just get off of this, please?"
Well, there's a lot of good Jewish books that complement Jesus very,
I don't
very
care
nicely.
about that.
Well, I'm just saying, I like the book club. It's just me. It's like a hobby, you know.
Good for you.
I like.
Well, I'm
being in
reading
the book
right
club.
now. The book I'm reading is Behold the Pale Horse.
You're reading Behold the Pale Horse. I got that over here by William Cooper.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a.
Conspiracy theorist dream book.
No, there's like all these like manuscripts and photocopies in the book.
I know.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it now.
It's not the easiest thing to read.
But I told the person on the interview, I was like, the Bible. He was like, "Well, I think this ends our interview." I was like, "I think so too."
Yeah, I gave a quote.
It's been a fun time.
I gave a quote by Malcolm X once at the end of an interview, and I didn't get the job.
Why?
I don't know because
Black Lives Matter?
No, it was just like way before that. I just like happened to watch some documentary or something, and I liked the
God
quote.
damn it.
And in hindsight, I was like, it was the weirdest interview ever. It was for the State Department to be a foreign service officer, and they
I mean,
just.
that would be interesting.
It would be interesting, but yeah, you do have to travel and like live at embassies around the world.
Yeah, and almost die for your country.
Yeah, well, if some ICE agent makes an arrest next week and dies, I hope President Trump will give him like a full honors, like, you know, funeral service or something.
So freaking.
TK
Like, he
DJT.
was so cool.
Huh?
You know, like, my ultimate dream was to work for Tucker Carlson. But he's lost his mind.
What has he lost his mind about?
He's just calling out Trump left and right. I think, like, what happened to him is his viewership, like, lessened recently. I love Tucker. It's still my dream. But is it more than to work for Trump? Not really.
I don't know.
Just know that the job I'm going for is not. It's in between both.
Yeah, well, it would be very cool to work at the White House.
Oh my god, I would hate it, but love it. You know, and then like all the songs come in my head, like Hater, Love, and Other songs. I have such severe ADHD.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. It's a gift, not a curse. Once you learn how to market it, it works in your favor.
Do you take Adderall?
Yeah, occasionally. Not every day.
Yeah, it's a very powerful chemical.
Why do you need it?
No, I smoke cannabis, drink coffee.
Yeah, I hate coffee. I've never drank coffee in 6 years.
They say if you drink coffee, you live longer. It's like scientifically proven now.
They say that if you take Adderall, your brain is fucked.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Like, I have a friend who's used it like a significant portion of his life, and like he tells me now he's not using it anymore. I'm just like, that's fucking amazing.
That's awful for him. In my opinion.
I don't know. He says he's hitting the gym. He's going out on dates. Like, you know, suffering.
It doesn't make you antisocial. Your friend just didn't need it.
I think he used it to like treat depression in a way.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Could be.
For me, I use it just to get my life together. Day to day. This is an interesting combo. I'm shocked.
Well, it's not often that, you know, I speak to somebody that wears a MAGA hat in their Hinge profile. It's usually atheist liberals.
Is it really?
Yeah, if I showed you my Hinge, I mean, it's really bad out there for young women. I'm just like, what happened to society?
I'm not that young. I'm kind of old.
Well, I'm saying just in general, like everybody that you match with is like an atheist liberal, and you're just like, damn. I mean, there's
I
like.
would, well, I don't match with anyone really, usually. I get a lot more matches, I think, than you.
Oh yeah, for sure. You probably get fucking thousands.
I do. That's why it's so hard for me to go through them.
Yeah, it's
I'm like,
ridiculous. I've seen like hot girls Tinders and Hinge in person, and I'm just like, this is insane. Because like they're also matching with women, and I'm like,
Ew.
and women are
Ew.
talking to women.
Ew! I hate that. That's disgusting. Like, I will never be friends with someone that is. Like, you guys have lost your minds.
She was in this girl that I knew who was really hot. She was in. She was married to a gay guy basically who was a successful banker, and he was like a literal cuck. He would like, anyways. It was really.
I know that. I know. I get it.
Yeah.
But that's disgusting.
It was very weird, but it is what it is. But she was. I was shocked because she was talking to so many women, and like, I didn't realize that women are so bisexual.
Oh my god! I would rather die. I would rather die. Like, are you okay?
Yeah, she was very depressed. She was chain smoking cigarettes. Like, she wanted to kill herself. I was like, girl, you're
Oh my god!
fucked up.
Like, by the way, like, you. Women are just. I have two best friends. That's it. I'm very rare. I love Trump. I love politics. I want to help you win your Congress seat.
Thank you. I need help. It's a lot of.
Yeah, desperately.
Yeah, it's just like.
So, like, my grandpa ran for mayor of DeKalb back in the day. He's now passed. But I still have a matchbook from him being like, Sherman for mayor.
I think the internet has like ruined everything because like I have books from like the 50s of like political conventions and things like that. People were so classy. Even the Democrats were classy.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, and now they're just like insane, and it's clown world. It's terrifying.
I got all of his books on politics, and like in the notes it was like, Taylor, I know that you're right. It's weird. Like, he knew that he was right, that I was right before he died.
What about
He's a
Trump?
Democrat.
Oh.
Yeah, about Trump. Because he had books about Trump. But Trump changed it. He was still alive for Trump to run for 2016. He lived through Trump here. He wasn't mad, but he liked Obama. I was like, what the fuck do you like about Obama? He's a lying, cheating, fucking non-black person that doesn't have a birth certificate.
Yeah, he's a very dangerous
He married
person.
a transvestite.
Yep, he's part of the deep
I think
state.
it may have killed him by telling him that.
Yeah, when my aunt told me that she was trans, I was like, "You're crazy." But then, like,
Get a life.
it took me a minute to like actually.
But your aunt is trans.
No, my aunt told me that Michelle was trans, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "That's a woman."
Michael?
Yeah, Michael. Yeah.
No, that's so obvious.
I mean, her arms go past her balls. Like, her arms are huge. Like, that's a man. Those
She,
are man hands.
Why do you think they're getting a divorce?
It's because Barry is a bisexual swinger who can't stand to probably look at him anymore, and he was like, it was a good run, you know, like, we made it.
We won it for 8 years. Then Trump came in and you're fucked.
Like, the kids are not their kids. Those are like their best friends'
I
kids.
absolutely agree with you.
Yeah.
The kids are, and those kids should go to hell.
They are essentially like the epitome of clown world and how America got fooled.
They're ugly too.
Yeah,
They're hideous.
Michelle's hideous.
Children.
Well,
They're so ugly.
what's funny is they don't look like either of them.
They kind of do. When you look at them, because they're both hideous. Maybe it's just because I think they're both hideous. Obama and Michael.
What's so funny is the girls look like women, and the mother looks like a man.
The older daughter.
It's like a sick little skinny man.
Dropped the name Obama.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she's like, I don't want to be a part of this. I'm like, I mean, I don't want you to be a part of anything. I hate you still.
Well,
But Obama, I hate more than the world and itself.
yeah,
Like, it's almost like, it's like Obama and Hillary. in the room.
Yeah.
You're gonna hang out with. I prefer Hillary over Obama, to be honest. I hate him. I
Yeah.
hate him.
He's a
With
temp.
such a passion.
He really scammed everybody. He's a gifted.
He didn't scam me. I didn't vote for him once. I hated him from the second he came out.
I know, but
I am Barack Hussein Obama, and I'm the best speaker in America. Like, eat a dick, motherfucker. You're a fucking con artist. I hate you. I hated him.
yeah, he's a straight up scammer. But
He came to America to ruin it.
well, I don't know. The weirdest thing is that he's connected to the Bush family. So,
They were ruining it too.
well,
That's
yeah,
the only sane president we've ever had.
I know.
You could go to JFK, but like he was involved as well. Trump for king. 2020.
Well, Reagan was really good.
Reagan I love, but he got shot. So did JFK.
Yeah,
Trump
but
tried to
Reagan.
get shot.
Well, yeah, that's like that is still one
Oh my
of the
god,
craziest
when
things.
Trump got shot, let me just tell you, I was listening to Eminem's new album, and I was like, I can't listen to Eminem's new album because it's like the same as album. I was like, I can't do it. I'm listening to it, I get home, and everyone's like, Trump got shot. I was like, oh my god. No, I can't listen to Eminem.
Yeah, I never liked him because he's like white trash,
I love
fucking
Eminem.
bigger, basically.
You're missing the point. Trump is the only president in the world that has ever done anything for America. But Eminem is my favorite rapper.
Really?
He's the best rapper alive. He really is. I still listen to him.
Maybe it's like the ADHD brain, because like I just do not like Eminem. I find him to be.
You don't like him?
I find him to be kind of annoying, and
I think he's the best. Like, I mean, I can't even.
I just don't like rap or hip hop in the sense that it's just like spam. It's like I'm past all that. That's like shit from when I was
Are you
younger.
kidding? Eminem is such a lyricist. He's like a poet.
That's where I have to disagree. It's not very good poetry. It's like trash
He's so
spam.
good. Okay, so like I will say this one thing. If I ever met Eminem, I think I would fall in love with him. He would fall in love with me, and I would be like, "But you have to like Trump. You have to stop doing music against Trump." He never really did it though. When you listen to his lyrics, he never went against Trump. He just went against everyone around him. It's like an RAP. Never mind. I'm not gonna rap for you.
Well, I met DMX at McDonald's, and I was like,
That's like years ago.
I know. I said, "Can I take a selfie with you?" He said, "Fuck you."
Yeah, no. Fuck no. Well, Eminem would say, like, I'm not here for your selfies in the bathroom. Like, come on. Anyway. You have kids?
No,
Cool.
no.
You want them?
Yeah, like probably one or two.
One mega.
Yeah, one MAGA.
My best friend is my nephew, Cade. He's 2. I hang out with him every chance I get. He is my best friend.
Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I have 2.
Did you grow up in Chicago or the suburbs?
What?
Did you grow up in Chicago or the suburbs?
I grew up in the suburbs. I lived in Chicago for 20 plus years.
Oh.
I trained horses in both my whole life. My dad would sell my horses when I won. It's awful. Anyway, what about you?
I have one sister. She just got married actually, just a couple days ago.
Younger or older?
She's older.
So you're the baby. That's cute. No, seriously, it's different being the baby. You're the oldest. I'm the oldest.
put.
Alright, well, you're not talking.
Sorry, I'm looking at Airbnb because I put my boat up on Airbnb and somebody just messaged me that they want to.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
On your boat. I'm not like a boat rat, because I have boats my whole life.
So, what do you hope to accomplish this year?
What?
What do you hope to accomplish this year other than helping me with my campaign and making a
Well, I'm gonna help
MAGA
you with your
baby?
campaign and I get this new job.
So you're gonna go back into media sales?
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. I can actually help you when I get there.
Yeah, I used to work at Google as an account manager on SC
Very
Johnson's
cool.
business. Yeah.
Yeah, no, my family is like, you have like this pain in your neck. I've had it for the whole week interviewing with this role. It's not from that, it's from lying to my other job. I can't lie.
You not even a white lie?
No, I'm really bad at lying. I'm really bad. Like, I'm so awful at it that I literally, like, I want to cry. And then, like, yeah. Anyway, when I get the job, which will be 3 months from now, I have to just keep the job until then. I can't do it. I think I'm gonna get fired tomorrow. Fine. Fine. What about you?
With
Getting help with your campaign?
Yeah, I just opened up a Wix account yesterday to create johnforcongress.com.
Okay.
So
What
once
does it look like?
it's just like a basic template that they
Yeah.
have. It's just to send people to, so I can try to generate.
Is it red or
donations.
blue?
Huh?
Red or blue?
It's like I can't get the domain connected, but it's just a photo of me from when I was in the military. It's like the major background on the homepage.
Okay, send me.
You okay?
No.
Did you get a hairball?
Yes. Okay.
You said you have a dog?
Yes, I have a Saint Bernard.
Oh my gosh, that's quite a dog.
But no, you just like said something at the wrong timing. Okay, back.
What was the name of that movie? With the Saint Bernard, Beethoven.
Beethoven. I got her because of Beethoven.
Oh wow.
I was like, Mom, I want a Beethoven. She's like, when do you grow up? I was like, great. I grew up and I got one.
Did Beethoven ever save you or cause you like a disruptive comedy event?
No, we watched it together. No, she's identical to Beethoven movie.
Cute. Is she fixed?
What?
Is she spaded?
She's 12, yes. But she also has drooled and shed and ruined my apartment more times than I can count. I love her. She could ruin it 12 more times. She's my best friend. She's 138 pounds. And I am the same.
That's a big girl.
It's interesting because we are the same weight. I'm not kidding you. We are. Zoe? So I didn't name her Zoe either. I was thinking her. She was 12 weeks or something. No, not 12 weeks. 12 months. She was 90 pounds. Almost a year. She was a year. They turned me. She climbed out of the window of my car and tried to run away. I was like, not today. We've been best friends ever since.
Oh, match made in
I'm
heaven.
obsessed with her.
My sister just got a new dog.
What?
My sister just got a new dog. It's really cute. It's like a golden doodle, basically.
I don't like poodles. I don't mind them, but I would never get one. I'm not a real dog. Like, you want to eliminate all the real dogs in life, like, go ahead. Not for me.